One of the most important thing that we consider before we buy a share of a company is the company's stock price. Because unless you use a brokerage like M1 Finance, which allows fractional share purchases, you will need to pay the full amount of the current share price. The stock prices come in all shapes and sizes, from the cheapest penny stocks to ones that trades in thousands of dollars. At this point, it might be easy to think, if a stock price is higher or more expensive, that means the company is more valuable or better in some way. However, this is not a good way for you to compare companies. Rather, you should use market capitalization, or market cap for short. In order to figure out the company's current market capitalization, all you have to do is multiply the current share price with the number of shares that are outstanding in the current market. So for example, let's say Coca-Cola is only trading at $5 right now, and they only have 10,000 shares outstanding. Coca-Cola's market capitalization in this example will be $50,000. Once again, some stocks are only pennies on the dollars, and some stocks like Amazon or Google currently trade in thousands of dollars. But there's one stock in the entire stock market in the United States that is well above everything else. I'm of course talking about Berkshire Hathaway's Class A shares. If you saw my previous video, Berkshire Hathaway owns Dairy Queen, Geico, and other companies, and has large investment stakes in Apple, Wells Fargo, and Coca-Cola. And as of recording this video, it's currently the most expensive stock that you can buy, with a current price of $340,199.06. For someone who's currently earning $7.25, the current federal minimum wage, it would take them 22.6 years to purchase just one share of Berkshire Hathaway Class A share. And that's without paying taxes and just dedicating their entire salary into buying this one share. Thankfully, if you want to invest in Berkshire Hathaway, you don't need $340,000. Instead, you can buy their Class B share, which is currently $226.86. At this point, you might be wondering, why does Berkshire Hathaway or other companies have different classes of shares? The simple answer is because of voting rights. For example, Google has 3 different classes of shares. Class A's are owned by basically investors like you and me, and it comes with only 1 vote per share. Class B share is owned by Google's co-founders, and it holds 10 votes per share. Finally, Class C's are awarded to Google employees, and they don't have any voting rights. As you can see, by having different classes of shares, Google's founders are able to retain more voting rights, even though they might not own the majority of the shares. For Berkshire Hathaway, they didn't always have 2 classes of shares. More than 20 years ago, Berkshire Hathaway only had 1 class of share, but it was trading at $30,000, which was out of reach for most investors. And seeing the demands from regular investors, in 1996, Warren Buffett issued 517,500 Class B shares, which traded at 1/30 of the price of the Class A shares. And then in 2010, Class B shares underwent a 50-to-1 split, making each Class B share 1/1,500th of a Class A share. By the way, stock splits is basically what it sounds like, where companies decide to lower the prices of the shares, but it ends up increasing the overall numbers of shares outstanding. According to Warren Buffett, the key difference between the Class A shares and Class B shares of Berkshire Hathaway is that Class A shares are never going to go through a stock split. His reasoning is that the high price is going to only bring in like-minded investors who are more looking towards the long-term expansion of the company rather than trying to trade in and out for quick profit. And it makes sense. It's going to take way too much capital to be trading in and out when a single share costs more than this Lamborghini Countach. Speaking of cars, a Toyota Corolla is one of the world's best-selling automobile, and the 2020 variant starts at about $20,000. With just 1 Berkshire Hathaway Class A share, you can buy 17 Toyota Corollas. Or if you want to diversify your portfolio, you can trade in 1 Berkshire Hathaway Class A share and buy 1,068 of Apple's shares. Or you can buy 84,000 Nokia shares. You remember those? But some people think that stock market is basically like gambling. So let's say instead of buying companies, you want to play the lottery. And maybe you'll have better luck, because for 1 share you can buy 170,010 of the $2 Mega Millions tickets. But I know you're not going to do that. So instead, let's work on your education. In that case, you can do 33 years in in-state public university, or 15 years for out-of-state public university, or 9 years of private university. Or you can get 3,436 years of worth of membership for today's sponsor, Skillshare. They're not actually sponsoring. So if you want to start learning today, use the referral link down below. I'm just kidding, I'm not being sponsored. But maybe one day, or maybe after selling your one share of Berkshire Hathaway Class A share, you want to flaunt your wealth. Thankfully, 2 Chainz have you covered, and you can buy the following's world's most expensive, overpriced stuff. After selling your one share, you can buy 1,153 burgers, 600 popcorn buckets, 566 coffee, 340 ice cream sundaes, 340 IV drip, 136 cocktails, 133 robot dogs, 68 salsa lessons, 68 toothbrushes, 24 chairs, 15 banjos, 13 hats, 13 nights at this hotel, 13 pairs of Jordan, 11 headphones, 11 meditation pods, 8 of these more expensive hats, 8 giraffes, 7 vintage sunglasses, 3 of these ugly Christmas sweaters, 3 dogs, 3 bottles of water, 2 kittens, 1 of Shaq's car, and 1 of these speakers. I know they're the world's most expensive things, but I just don't get them. Which is why if I had $340,000, $199.06, I'd buy 113,779 copies of my very first book that I read about investing called Millionaire Teacher, and I would give it to everyone that I would meet. And if reading isn't your thing, don't worry. Just watch this video where I break down and summarize the key points of this very informative but easy to understand book. In addition to Berkshire Hathaway, there are other companies that once again trade above $1,000, like AutoZone, Amazon, Booking Holding, and Google. But once again, just because all of these stocks currently trade at more than $1,000, their market caps are very different from one another. For example, Bookings Holding, which own Bookings.com, Priceline, and Kayak, is currently worth $82 billion, while Google sits at $1 trillion. So before you invest in companies, make sure you do your research and don't be swayed by the high share prices. Now, if you learned something from this video, don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to show your support. It's totally free and I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to leave your comment and let me know if you had one Berkshire Hathaway Class A share, what you would end up buying with that money. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. If you haven't started your investing journey, check my referral links down below where I have links to Robinhood, M1 Finance, and Webull. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much and have a great day. Alright guys, bye.